New at 5, a prison warden who fought her termination for 10 years is getting her job back because of a ruling by the state Supreme Court.
Kulani Correctional Facility warden Ruth Forbes was fired after being accused of management misconduct, but now she is being restored with potentially more than $1 million in back pay. Daryl Huff has the details.
This will be the second time Warden Ruth Forbes has been rehired, and the 10 years it's taken to fight her way back to her job will be expensive for taxpayers.
And at the end of the day, when we reach a conclusion like this, the amount of money that is owed to the individual, aside from, her life that was ruined, but the amount of money is huge.
Ruth Forbes was an award-winning manager when she was picked to be warden of the Kulani Minimum Security Prison in 2013. But her lawyer, Ted Hong, says marital problems spilled into her work.
They kind of, and I'll say that they railroaded her based on questionable facts and circumstances.
The complaints, including sexual harassment of a subordinate, began in December of 2014. The department fired her a year later. But in 2017, the Public Workers Merit Appeals Board said that was too harsh and reduced her punishment to a 60-day suspension, and she was rehired. But the state appealed and won and fired her again in 2018. Her appeal was rejected last year. But the Supreme Court reversed the lower courts yesterday, and she's getting her job back and 7 years of back pay.
She's really overwhelmed. As of last night, her telephone, her email, her text messages have been blowing up.
The court's majority said the lower courts should have accepted the judgment of the Merit Appeals Board because of its expertise and the evidence it collected at trial, and it says it's an expert agency in a specialized field that did not abuse its discretion. It added a 60-day suspension without pay is the equivalent of approximately 3 months of wages or salary, or about 25% of an employee's annual earned income, which can have a serious and devastating short-term and long-term financial impact on an employee.
My client readily admitted and was remorseful.
But one justice, Lisa Ginoza, dissented from the ruling, writing, "The extensive and serious 21 charges that were substantiated justified Forbes being discharged." Hong said during the decade-long fight, the state never hired an official replacement at Kulani, so she should be able to return to work soon. The Department of Corrections said they and the Attorney General are reviewing the ruling and had no comment. Forbes' attorney said she's too overwhelmed to do an interview. Daryl Huff, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you, Daryl.